What's going on, guys? This is Jason of Auglitical. I swim through the politics so you don't drown too. I am just a man trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common. We're pulling this article off of the Medium. It's a female centric article, and there's plenty of them out there. And you know what? It's funny because now I'm actually paying attention to these articles. These articles are nasty work. They're disgusting, and they're ruining the next generation of women who read this, or solidifying the ideas and messed up, twisted, broken women to that what they're doing is okay. So let's get into it. By Monica Silo. Stop judging women with high body counts respectfully. No. No. An extremely unfair double standard of shaming women for having many sexual partners is unfortunately still prevalent in society. It's acceptable and encouraged for men to have as many sexual partners as they want, while women are shamed for it. It's 2024 for fuck's sake, not 1954. I'm sick of men moaning about how unattractive women with high body counts are and how they aren't relationship material. For those who aren't familiar with the term, body count refers to the number of sexual partners a person has had. First and foremost, it is not attractive for a woman to have been fucking and sucking 30 dicks before they found you. Because what that means is that for a person that had gone through all of those bodies, they didn't find anybody that they liked. And that means that they are just willing to completely keep doing things and they're not learning and they're not growing as a person. And now they somehow managed to they get into your life. And now you got to figure as a man, should you invest in a woman who can't make a connection with anybody? Or does she have a connection with other men, but you're just the one that's along for the ride right now? It is not, she's not yours, it's just your turn. That is what they're afraid of. The truth of the matter is, women who have high body counts and men who have high body counts, for the average person, the average person is not acceptable and is not attractive. This is just the truth. Having a high body count is such a high school thing to have, like as a feature, as a feat. It is because the realistically, and here's the thing, you can go have fun when you're younger as long as you know you fucked up when you were younger, as they used to call it, a whole phase. This is when I was growing up, they just called it a whole phase. I'm just a girl, I had a whole phase. I mean, I've heard men say that they had whole phases as well, which is kind of funny. But the thing is, as long as you own up to it, you could still find somebody. But now they're not even trying to own up to it. Now they're saying that it's empowering as long as men don't benefit from it, like the last article that we just read, right? As long as men, the patriarchy doesn't benefit somehow, it's empowering. The only men who are praised for having multiple partners, and I'm guessing this is the angle that she's coming from, is from men from the manosphere. That's the men that she's talking about right now. She's talking about manosphere men. Manosphere men, the red pill men, the hard red pill men, the hard women hating men, are not the average dude. And you know this, but you want to go for the extreme Andrew Tate types, the Myron Gaines, the, you know what I'm saying? That's the shit you're going for. Those are not average guys. And most of those guys that listen to those guys become average dudes again when they find a woman who treats them right. Can you be that woman without bitching and complaining and show that your character's worth merit? Again, the only men who are being praised for having multiple partners is other sluts. The only women who are sitting there laughing with their girlies about who they're laying with Chad and all of this shit, who haven't bonded with nobody, is other sluts. Let's continue. What even counts as a high body count? Two partners? 10 partners? 20? 50? 100? Can a body count ever be too high? Yes, but for both sexes, of course, because you can't put down women or put women in face in the mud to show them their bullshit. You can't put women's face in the shit for their own shit without dropping men, of course. But for most sexes, it also depends on frequency and when they started being sexually active. Let's say somebody has a body count of 50, a body count of 50, but they've been sexually active for 20 years. That's the average of 2.5 partners a year, which in theory isn't a lot. In what fucking world is that not a lot? This is the difference between men and women. And I pointed this out in my other videos. A man on a good gear, 5 bodies, 4 bodies, 3 bodies. They're banging those 2 to 3 bodies throughout the year, throughout multiple years. Women get in a dating pool, find the Chad that they like. They bond with that Chad because they're hardwired to like this guy, even though he's a complete douche, won't commit. No, he won't commit. No, he's an asshole. She sleeps with him on the first date. She pours her body and soul into this fucking guy who doesn't even want her in the same house as him. in the same bed as him when he goes to sleep. She goes right back into that dating pool after he pushes back a little, just a little bit too hard. But she's still open to him. She continues to go into that dating pool, and she ruins the dating pool for all these other guys. So all the other guys who don't pass the Chad line, and there's gonna be other guys that pass the Chad line, but her heart is still there for Chad. Like Rose in the Titanic, I think it was Rose. The heart wants what the heart wants, and even on your fucking deathbed, with your husband at your bedside, and your grandkids and your kids, you still talking about the time you got bent over the goddamn edge of the fucking Titanic and was getting taken to Pound Town by some fucking homeless guy. I think he was homeless. I don't know. I didn't watch that bullshit. Anyway, so you continue with all these other fucking guys who aren't Chad. And the guys who aren't Chad that you know aren't Chad, you're still fucking with them, but now you're pushing your feminist bullshit on those people. Oh, you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. All of these things that you're, all these fucking filters that you're giving for these guys, but you're completely break all of those filters for Chad, for Chad. And so, throughout all of the years, you bonded with fucking Chad, but you're still fucking with all of these other people. Man, listen, that in what world is this fucking normal? It's not normal. It's not normal at all. Anyway, compulsively sleeping with people for validation, low self-esteem, and putting yourself at risk is an issue. All things that women do. Young women, especially. Sleeping with 100 or more partners for both sexes is extreme. Oh, so it's just extreme at 100, not at 50? There's an issue with safety, especially for women, especially if she's sleeping with random men and that she just met. You're a fucking hypocrite. What it? Okay, so I can't read the rest because I'm not a member and I will never be a member. I love writing. I may be controversial, but I'm not afraid to say how it is. Yeah, you're bullshit. You ain't me. You ain't me. You ain't fucking me. Get out of here. What are your thoughts? John W says, I'm sick of men moaning about how unattractive women with high body counts are and how they aren't relationship material. Men are allowed to moan about and reject any woman he wants for any reason he wants. Choice and freedoms aren't just for women. Throwing the magic word around misogyny after everything you disagree with is intellectually lazy. And you are free to feel sick about anything you want. Makes no difference about how men feel about body counts. Good shit. David Jack says, "You are such a hypocrite. Last month, those that practice consensual non-monogamy were the scum. Wait, what? Those who practice consensual non-monogamy were the scum of the earth. Now you're saying don't judge. Isn't monogamy one person, polygamy is two people? Oh, wait, what? Wait, those that practice consensual non-monog. What the? Am I bugging? You mean polygamy? Those who practice consensual monogamy, non monogamy, were the scum of the earth. Now you're saying don't judge women for having a high body count. First of all, no one's body count is anyone's business. Yeah, bullshit. Sorry, David. Not agreeing with you on that one. I don't think that should be discussed. If you want to ask about diseases and get tested, that's fine. That's mature. There's nothing coming out of a body count body conversation. Bullshit. That's not true. That's absolutely not true. That's actually not true. Because if you were in college and the girl that you're fucking with was known as the fucking the school's doorknob, and she hits you with a number, she says that her number is in the triple digits. After 3 years, after 3 years, she says her number is almost in the triple digits on that campus. That's a fucking problem because now you're wondering, was she just picking up dicks all along the way? And yes, there are some girls that are in triple digits by the age, well, that it's not college. You get what I'm saying. Some girl that you knew in college, and probably by the age of 25, she's already hitting triple digits, and you just got to sit there and wonder, hey, what the fuck? And yeah, there are girls in college that are hitting triple digits because they're doing OnlyFans now. Anyway, secondly, you look foolish to me. It's women who are driving the increase in non-monogamous relation. Yo, okay, non-monogamous means polygamy. Okay, it just confuses me. That are driving the increase in polygamous relationships. You erroneously cited men for that, and then after receiving pushback, you double down, again blaming men. Do you not see how differently you treat the two sexes? It's terrible. Your next article should be an apology to men. You are awful towards men, and because of you being a therapist, she's a therapist? Oh man, you encourage women to be awful to men. Have some accountability. Accountability not once. I don't think it's anybody's business how many people you've slept with. And I don't really think that people should even tell people who they have sex with because it really doesn't matter unless one of those people involved in love with the old partner. Again, 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 there are girls out there that literally will have sex with a guy before having sex with a guy who she considers a potential partner because for a fuckboy, it's just sex. As a guy who's a potential partner, would you want to find out? 5 years down the line when you're married, that the girl that you invested in was doing not just one gangbang, but gangbangs on the daily at parties that for some reason you guys keep getting invited to, and she always loves frequenting this thing. Talk about her friends hang out there. And she just happens to fuck the DJ. She's just real friends with the DJ. And come find out, she get free drinks. And then you find out she's been fucking the DJ. She's been fucking the house owner. She's not looking for apartments. She's getting blown out. What is that porn? The realtor porn? Real realtors or whatever the fuck like that? Get out of here, man. I need to look at this girl's articles. This girl is a therapist. Okay. Let's I just want to get a picture of who this person is. Does society care if people don't want marriage and kids? 100 guys in a day. Does Lily Phillips deserve sympathy or shame as a therapist? That's crazy. Autism and taking things literally. It goes beyond items and figurative language. 10 toxic beliefs that some men have about women. I tried being a trad wife for a day. Here's how it went. 10 struggles in workplace that autistic people face. The psychology behind men like Andrew Tate and Myron Gaines. 10 ways in which the corporate world enslaves people. Men, these may be the reasons why you're single. The 10 worst pieces of dating advice for women. I need to see this. Men, I wouldn't trust shit that this person has to say. I just want to go straight to the comments. Andrew, I can't pronounce your name, seems to be of African descent. This is something many women do all the time. Men are always encouraged to take responsibility as they are told to do better and be better, which is all they do all the time. Women, not so much. Men can't take criticism. They get criticized all the time and men get irritated by it. Women, not so much as they cry misogyny. This is the second time that I've seen that someone said that. Also, from this person. Also, men are the ones that do put a lot of effort to impress and court women as they are expected to be male and make the first move. But they in return get rejected and exploited. What's wrong with men expecting women to chase them? After all, women want equality and want to change gender roles. Why don't they start making the first move? I tell you right now, every single girl that I've ever been with always made the first move on me, and I was terrified. Cause I was fucking terrified. It was an amazing, terrifying experience. Oh, that's right. Women making the first move always leaves them open to the possibility of rejection. Isn't that the reason why Bumble failed? Isn't Bumble like this a female centric dating app where females make the first move, but females don't want to make the first move, so the site is doing fucking terrible. The dating site's doing terrible, or they're only picking the same men out of a group of all the men. Hi, boys. Making the comments. I think you are making the author's point for her. Garbage comment. The problem with men initiating is that it is seen as predatory, creepy, and potentially criminal. Why wouldn't women chase men if women want a relationship? Women have called men names like trash and expect us to be vulnerable with them. It's nonsense. And men have learned that in the same breath, they will sit there earlier that week and say they choose the bear. Can't make this shit up. Where were we? Bah, you're better than us. Or I thought so. What do you know about the 168 million men in the US? Nothing. It's quite apparent. You could maybe delete one of these and turn it into an article for women. It is worth asking why people behave this way. People on dating apps get very jaded. They have been disappointed so many times. They don't want to get their hopes up. If you have had a bunch of experience with women who look nothing like their pictures and have serious personality or even mental health issues, how much effort are you going to put in? I won't put in a lot. Yet they don't approach women because it's 99.99. I have a boyfriend. It's no longer worth the effort. Why don't you dress like a man and approach women, or make a fake man's online dating profile and see how many dates you get? Yo, we've already seen how this plays out. It plays out terrible for these women. So one woman did this, a feminist did this, became suicidal. And after she recovered, she did not want anything to do with feminism once she saw how bad it was for men. And this was just from dating. Imagine being concrete as a feminist, right? To be a feminist, you got to be fucked up. But to be a feminist, try to live a life that you think of the easier sex, the superior sex that you claim, right? Where you think everything is rainbow and sunshine, that everything is easy, and everything just works out in your way. You make a dating account just to see the neglect, the emotional abuse that you can go through just through a dating app, and you can't even manipulate your way to being accepted by women. The feminists even said we're ugly. The feminists said these women are ugly. The feminist, she started, this woman went from all women are tens initially. This is what she said to the women that I was trying to get with the profile and then the fake profile for like 6 months. And none of them would even give me a chance. Were mid. It was like, God damn. Anyway, that's the video. Wait, hold up. What? I'm just looking. I'm just the women who profit from misogyny and why they're more harmful than people realize. 8 reasons why I hate Christmas, and it's not just because I'm. Oh, there it is. Yahtzee. That's a joke. I don't think all Jewish people are fucking bad. I think that it's scary how many times people say they're the root of all evil, and then I'm like, yo, that's bullshit. But then you hear like Yiddish in the background somewhere, and you see them crawling out of your fucking storm grates in the city. You see Jewish people crawling out of the sewer grates like rats. It's kind of scary. Anyway.
What do you want?
You know what I want, Charity. I'm here to pick up my son. Hey, son. All right, I'm out. I'll be back next week to pick him up again.
He's such a good father.